Hello, Tim Bernson, 1017 Howe Avenue. I didn't really have much of a statement prepared because I only found out about this hearing about an hour ago, which tells me that this didn't make it very far across the town before for people to find out about it, which I personally am quite offended by. But all I'm going to do is just leave you with a very important quote from Benjamin Franklin. He said, "Those who would give up some of their freedom for a little bit of temporary security deserve neither." And if I might be so bold as to add to him, I would say they will get neither. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Gentleman all the way in the back. Let's take the gentleman in the back first. You're next. Okay, you're next.
I was way in the back. My name is Paul Augustine. I reside at 8 Lynn Terrace. I've been a resident of Shelton for 44 years, and for most of my life, I am a responsible gun owner and hunter. I don't have prepared remarks, but I want to speak with a passion in opposition to this proposed ordinance. I think what we have to be very careful of, we've had tragic occurrences in this country due to gun violence by what can best be described as maniacs. But because of that, we should not have knee-jerk reactions to enact laws that are meaningless and that will do nothing to ensure the safety of anyone. And that's pretty much all I want to say, except for one thing. And I'm going to close with this. Last week was a terrible incident in Boston. But I can guarantee you of one thing. I can guarantee you that every gun owner in Boston that was in that secured area had their firearm at the ready. It was there for protection, and responsible people only use it for protection. I didn't hear of anyone up there firing wild shots out of their living room windows. That's another caution and support for gun ownership, if we can speak in that clause. Thank you.
I'd just like to say I'm opposed to this ordinance. I'm a responsible gun owner, and I do like the trails. If I hike on the trails, carrying a firearm for whatever reason, this ordinance passes, I am now a criminal, and I don't think I'm a criminal. I think we need to focus on the real criminals. Where I live, someone was murdered, and it's still unsolved, the Gallo murder, 1,000 feet from my house. I think the residents of this town would be much better served if we focus our efforts on the real criminals. That's all I want to say.
Did you give us your address, excuse me? Did you give us
125 New Street.
You got that? Anyone else? Yes, ma'am.
Good evening. I'm Nancy Bernson, and I grew up in Shelton, came back again in 2002. I live at 1017 Howe Avenue. No allegory is perfect, but I see an allegory with vaccinations and gun ownership. The theory behind vaccinations is the more people that are vaccinated, the more protection there is. And we all know there's a lot of people that don't want vaccines today. But those who are vaccinated help prevent disease, spread of disease. And the people who don't have the vaccine still are granted protection. That's the theory. And we'll just leave it at that. Not everyone here in this room owns a gun and carries one, but we are protected by those who legally carry. And I'm thankful for that. And I would like to see that right preserved. And I apologize for my voice. I had surgery on my throat. So.